boys and girls? Oh, we can do much better than that. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Planters, Paupers and Rebels, our fun, sketch-filled flight through 400 years of Irish history with a focus on the northwest of Ulster. From the flight of the Earls and the Ulster Plantation to the partition of Ireland in the 1920s, our show is here to inform, educate and hopefully make you laugh a little too. History is too often seen as a dull subject, but we would like to show you that it doesn't have to be. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And now for something completely different.
Plantation Northwest News.
We interrupt our present programming to bring you some breaking news for Plantation Northwest. In the last half hour, reports have been coming in that a number of leaders, the native Irish Earls, are fleeing the country. Eyewitness accounts state that a number of prominent Earls of Ulster have been seen packing up their belongings and boarding a French ship on the banks of Rathmullen at Lough Swilly, County Donegal. And yes, I'm hearing that we can cross now to our reporter, Michael Murphy, who's there at the scene. Michael, can you tell us what's going on?
Thank you, Jim. I'm on the normally peaceful shores of Lough Swilly near the town of Rathmullen in County Donegal. Now, the shoreline has been a hive of activity from the start of this morning. The two Earls here, the Earl of Tyrone and the Earl of Tyrconnell, have started packing their belongings aboard the ship.
And Michael, can you tell us why they seem to be in such a rush or hurry?
Well, at the moment, I've not been able to talk to any of the Earls directly, although early talks suggest that they may be going on their holiday, although this seems unlikely. I may be able to speak to the Earl of Tyrone here. Sorry, Earl, can we have a moment for Plantation Northwest News?
I'm busy, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, I think we will have a talk here. Let me get my notes here. Okay, sorry. I wonder, if you could tell us why you and the other Earls here today seem to be leaving in what can only be described as a hurry.
Leaving? No, we're not leaving. We've just a very important meeting in Spain, and we just have to get there on time, you know?
Oh, Spain. I heard it's lovely this time of year, yeah. Sorry, you're going to Spain. Why would you be going to Spain?
Can't tell you. No.
You can't tell us?
No, just very important meeting.
But some people have said that you leaving here today might signal the end of the Earls in Ireland. What would you say to this?
No end.
Some people have said it's like a flock of birds taking flight. What would you say to that?
Flight? Of the Earls? No. We're coming back. Excuse me, I've lots more packs to pack.
I've lots more packs to pack. Well, according to the Earl of Tyrone, they're not leaving or running away.
Michael, is there anybody else that you can talk to?
See if I can get a moment with the other Earl here. Earl of Tyrconnell? Sorry, sir.
Go away.
A word for Plantation Northwest News, please, sir.
Well, can't you see I'm busy here?
Some people have said that you're leaving signals the end of the Gaelic rule here in Ireland. What do you say to this, sir?
Listen, we're not leaving. We're just going to Spain. And we're going to bring back an army, and we're going to take back what's ours.
You're bringing back an army?
Leave me alone.
But some people have said that you're running away from the English army. What do you say to this?
No, we're not running anywhere. Just leave me alone. Let me pack my stuff.
Leave me alone and let me pack my stuff. Well, there you have it, Jim. According to both the Earls, they're not running away or fleeing from the English army.
Thank you, Michael. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reports that this is the flight of the Earls seems to be utter and complete rubbish. Hang on a second. I'm hearing that we can go back across to Michael, who is now aboard that French ship with the two Earls. Michael, can you tell us what's going on?
Ahoy, Jim. Welcome to the ship. I've got the Earls here to speak with me. Earlier on, you said you're not fleeing or running away. Do you still stick to this flimsy story?
Yep.
Yeah,
Not
we're
fleeing.
no,
Definitely
we're
coming back.
Definitely
No,
coming back.
Definitely
Let's go on
coming back.
holidays.
Holidays. And are you sure you haven't forgotten anything?
No,
not a
everything's
single
sure.
thing. Everything's in the pack. Yeah.
Damn!
What is it?
Only gone and left my son behind.
Who gone?
That's the one.
Well, sure, look, we're very busy. It could have happened to anyone.
Look, I know, sure.
I'm
So-
sorry. I'm sorry. Did you say you left your son behind?
Yeah, but sure, I'm always forgetting about him. He'd be fine.
He'll be fine. Did you forget about anything?
Me?
Huh? Did you?
No, don't be silly. I'm like an elephant. I never forget. Damn!
What is it? You haven't forgotten your son as well, have you?
No, I forgot my wife.
Well, I mean, it could be worse.
She's pregnant.
Still, we were in an awful hurry.
Well, yes, that's right.
I'm sorry. Did you say you just left your pregnant wife behind?
Yep. Don't.
Joe, I'm sorry. It seems like you were in a hurry. It seems like you weren't thinking straight. What do you say to that?
No, wasn't in a hurry at all. But you know, these things happen.
These things happen. There you have it, Jim. According to both the Earls, they're not running away. And weren't in so much of a hurry that they left their son and pregnant wife behind. I've been Michael Murphy. This has been Plantation Northwest News by the Lock. Thank you, Jim.
Unbelievable. That was Michael Murphy. I've been Jim, and this has been a special bulletin for Plantation Northwest Live.
Plantation Northwest News.
So, the flight of the Earls took place in 1607. It has been seen as a moment in the ancient rulers of Ireland opened the door for England to begin its policy of planting Protestant English and Scots in Ulster. Many have questioned whether or not the Earls of Ulster, the strongest Irish leaders at the time, actually were running away. However, there is some truth in the rumour that they thought they hoped, no matter how naively, that they could raise a Spanish army, the Spanish being the enemies of England at the time, and come back and take back Ireland. However, they failed, and England and the Crown were able to confiscate their land, and the native Irish were left to watch their land being taken and given to foreign settlers. And now for something completely different.
You make some noise.
Scream.
No, you gotta make some noise.
Yeah, make some noise. Woo!
Yeah, that was
don't think they're going
good.
to.
Yeah.
Let's start the beat. Lay it down. I remember it was fine in 1609. The King of England said, well, it's about time to pack up your things and start a new life. Bring the kids with you and even the wife. I go to Ireland, just across the sea. Start a new life with my family. I work the land, raise some sheep. Whatever you make, son, you can keep. I was hyped up, psyched up, ready for rolling. Packed up my stuff and up we got going across the water, across the sea. To start a new life with my family.
What? Yeah. What? Yeah. What?
Beat down, what?
Our people settled in many different places. Written land from men with different faces. From Audley and Omagh to Hamilton Strabane. We planted homes, divided up the land. We planted everywhere, even Donegal. Even built the city with a great wall. They said it would be easy, they said it would be fine. But those stupid politicians, well, they be lying. They never told us how much trouble it would be to start a new life with a family. The natives hate us, and that's a bit whack. We took the land. They want it back, what?
That was all right, yeah. Let's see if you can do better. Come on.
Hi!
Go.
It's gonna be tough. Living in Ulster is looking pretty rough. We can't stay here. We can't go back. Gonna look another. It's looking pretty wet. So what can we do? What can be done? What is life? Living with a gun. Respect each other. That's what we must do. So not our difference between me and you. Whatever your race, whatever your creed, whatever your faith, whatever you need. Remember my words. Respect each other. Live in peace all together.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Peace out, yeah.
This is the part where you clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm taking these.
So, the plantation of Ireland by the English crown was generally not a great success, except for here in the province of Ulster. Here it was a success in the terms of generating money and wealth for the English crown. In 1609, King James I launched his plan for the plantation of Ulster, based on a number of key political, religious, and financial policies. Lands were given to English and Scots settlers who had to pay rent to the crown, build fortifications and big towns, and bring over British Protestant settlers. In the 6 confiscated counties of Ulster, the native Irish were left with approximately 1/5 of their original land. The plantation was a long success and a long process. By 1622, only 30,000 British colonists had arrived. However, between 1650 and 1700, nearly 100,000 Scots and English settlers had made Ulster their home. Yet the lasting impact of the confiscation of the Irish land and the planting of Scots and English Protestants in Donegal, in Antrim, in Tyrone, and the creation of Derry in Londonderry has had a lasting impact on all our histories. 400 years later, our two communities, both Roman Catholic and Protestant, suffered the same fears and misconceptions that they did back then. 400 years ago, they suffered from stereotyping and fear, and they didn't trust each other's traditions and customs. And that's what we do still today. If our shared history shows us anything, it's clear that we need to respect our shared past so we can have a respectful and peaceful future together. And now for something completely different.
Welcome to the famine special of MasterChef.
Cooking is my passion.
Sure.
And this series, our contestants will really be put to the test.
There's no food, there's no potatoes, and they got 30 minutes.
Can they do it?
Cooking really doesn't get any tougher than this. So, starving pauper contestant number 1. What are you going to cook for us today?
Nothing.
Sorry, mate?
I'm sorry, did you say nothing?
Yep. That's right. Nothing.
No, I don't think I understand what you say, mate. You say nothing.
Nothing.
Not even a little fancy decoration, perhaps some champignons, some mushrooms,
that'd be lovely.
a filet mignon, maybe even a little croissant, perhaps.
Croissants are lovely.
Nothing?
No. Nothing.
You got no spuds? Come on, you are so famous for your spuds. You got to have some spuds.
Oh, they all died in the blight. This one's sensitive.
No other veg, eh? No carrots, no broccoli, no little peas, no little tiny, globular, little juicy balls of loveliness that you just put on some toast in the morning and you eat it and it's lovely. No peas!
No. Nothing. Nothing.
What about wheat, corn? I mean, you grow some of that. I'm sure you grow some of that.
Oh, we grew plenty of that.
Well, then cook that then. What's this problem? Cook some of that.
We can't. It was shipped over to England.
Well, it looks like we're not going to have anything to taste here.
I think you're right, Michelle Goo. Let's move on to contestant number 2.
Hello, contestant number 2. You are the cook at the workhouse, is that right?
That's right.
And what are you cooking for us to taste today?
Grill.
I'm sorry, did you say gruel?
No, I said grill.
Gruel.
Yes.
And what is this gruel?
Will you get oats
Oui.
and water,
Oui.
and you mix them together,
Oui.
and you heat it up
Can I taste a little morsel, perhaps?
3 times a day.
3 times. People eat this 3 times a day, really? Oh, good.
Is it lovely? Is it gorgeous? Tastes like, is it nice?
It is the worst thing I have ever tasted. It is like something that you would put on the wall to hang up some wallpaper.
It works for that as well, yeah?
Oh, you try it.
Now,
You
don't
try
be
it.
mean. Let's give this fella a chance.
Oh,
Where's this spoon, mate? Stick a spoon on me hand. Come on, where are we? There we are, son. That's all right. Here we go.
Disgusting.
Let it settle there in the palate. You know, actually, it's quite possibly the worst thing I've ever tasted
The
in my life.
worst thing. The worst thing. Who would you eat this?
Oh, loads of it. Oh, please.
Well, there you have it. Famine MasterChef, the worst cooking experience of my life. And I've had some terrible things, let me tell you.
The worst.
Well, from me, John Cookney, and this fella here,
Michel Gou.
you've been watching Famine MasterChef. If you're looking food, don't come here. Have a good night. Cheers.
In Ireland, the Great Famine was a period of mass starvation and disease and emigration between the years 1845 and 1852. During the famine, approximately 1 million people died, and a million more emigrated from Ireland, causing the island's population to decrease by nearly 25%. The cause of the famine was a potato disease commonly known as potato blight. Although the blight ravaged potato crops throughout Europe during the 1840s, the impact in human cost in Ireland, where 1/3 of the population was entirely dependent on the potato for food, was made worse by a number of other political, religious, social, and economic factors which remain subject of debate today. The famine was a watershed in Irish history. Its effects permanently changed the island's population, politics, and cultural landscape. The famine entered folk memory and became a rallying point for various nationalist movements who began to mobilize support for seeking the end of British rule in Ireland. The famine made relations between many of the Catholic Irish people and the officially Protestant British Crown much worse, heightening Irish nationalism that eventually helped to lead to Irish independence in the 20th century. Now for something completely different.
Listen to me. Listen, amateurs. I've got no food to eat.
I've got no shoes on my feet.
For work I must go out and search.
There's no one left in me church.
If I stay, I might die.
If he could, so might I.
Must work for my family.
Must pray for your spirituality.
What else can I do?
What else can I do?
What else can I do?
There's nothing else we can do.
Emigrate!
Emigrate!
That's all we can do.
To America.
To Australia!
To Canada and England and other places too.
That's all that we can do.
I'll be months on a boat.
No room to swing a goat.
A new life is all we seek.
And to pray for the meek.
I'm sad to leave Ireland.
But the famine has forced our hand.
I'll send home all my dough.
I'll build a church, you know.
What else can I do?
What else can I do?
What else can I do?
There's nothing else we can do.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop.
Emigrate!
Emigrate!
That's all we can do.
To America.
To
Australia!
to Canada and England and other places too.
That's all that we can
do.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
In 1680, we saw the start of Ulster emigrants arriving in the American colonies seeking a new life. Those who sailed from the port of Londonderry were mainly from the Lagan in County Donegal and the Foyle Valleys. The Reverend Francis McKemmy of Ramilton in County Donegal travelled from Derry to the American colonies as a minister. He arrived in Maryland and established 4 Presbyterian congregations, an event that marked the official birth of American Presbyterianism. This was also the start of the great exodus of Ulster Scots to the Americas. Even greater numbers left for North America in the 19th century, searching for a new life and to escape the ravages of the Great Famine. They mainly settled in cities such as New York, Boston, and St. John's, New Brunswick in Canada. In the 20th century, emigration continued unabated, with Canada, New Zealand, Australia, the United States, as well as Scotland and England being the principal destinations. Indeed, emigration from Ulster still continues to be a feature of our society today. And now for something completely different. Beep, 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 beep.
Who do we have today, nurse?
Okay, Doctor. Today we have with us Mr. Gaelic.
Ah, yes, I see here.
Beep.
Mr. Gaelic.
Beep.
No sign of life in over 200 years.
Oh, that's terrible, Doctor.
Very well.
Beep.
Exploratory surgery required to bring him back to full recovery.
Beep.
Scalpel?
Beep. Beep.
There you are, Doctor.
Beep. 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 Beep.
Forceps?
Beep. Beep. Beep.
There you go, Doctor.
Beep. Beep.
Oh, good grief. There seems to be something in here.
Oh, what is it, Doctor?
Beep. Beep.
Oh,
Beep. Beep.
oh.
Beep.
Thought that died out long ago.
The Gaelic.
Beep.
The Irish language. Gee, rich, Doctor. The Irish language. What?
Wait, there's some more stuff.
Oh, my God, Doctor.
Oh,
Oh,
Gaelic Athletic Association. That's new.
football.
Beep. Beep.
Never lost it, Doctor.
Never
Never
had
lost it.
Beep.
Oh, okay.
Beep.
Ugh.
Beep.
How did that get in there? It's new as well.
I prefer camogie myself, Doctor.
Oh, good heavens, nurse.
Beep.
Wipe the brow.
Beep. Beep. Beep.
Not his, mine, you idiot.
Sorry, Doctor. Oh.
Beep.
There seems to be some people in here.
What, Doctor? How did they get in there?
Ugh.
Beep.
Oh, W.B. Yeats.
Beep.
He seems to be an Irish poet. Hang on, there's someone else.
What, Doctor? How is people fitting in there?
Ugh.
Beep.
Alice Milligan.
Oh.
It says here a Methodist from Omagh,
Oh, my Lord.
who became an influential writer promoting the Irish language and culture. Hang on, there's one more.
What more? Doctor, I can't cope.
Ugh. Oh, George Segerson,
Oh.
a Strabane-born scientist who was heavily involved in the Gaelic League. They named a GAA trophy after him.
Segerson Cup, that's what that is.
Never seen anything like it, have
Me
you?
either, Doctor, no.
He's flatlining. Quick, we need to
please,
resuscitate
flatline
him.
him, Doctor.
One Alabama.
Alabama?
Yes, Alabama. Now shut up. One Alabama.
That'll be 2 Alabama
Two
now,
Barack
Doctor.
Obama.
He's at a meeting in the GA.
Three Barack Obama.
He's at a meeting.
4 Sweet Home Alabama.
I love that song,
5
Doctor.
Ba-da-da-da-da-bomba. 6
Alabama, say, na poca de gra- Sorry, Doctor.
Oh, good heavens,
got
he's
caught.
back. He's back.
It's got carried away, Doctor. Sorry. Well, listen, congratulations. You have succeeded in the Gaelic revival.
The Gaelic revival was the late 19th century national revival of interest in the Irish language and Irish Gaelic culture, including folklore, sports, music, arts, etc. Irish had diminished as a spoken tongue, remaining the main daily language only in isolated rural areas, with English as the dominant language of the majority of Ireland. The Gaelic League was founded in 1893. The object of the League was to encourage the use of Irish in everyday life in order to counter the ongoing Anglicisation of the country. It held weekly meetings and conversation evenings, published a newspaper, and successfully campaigned to have Irish included in the school curriculum. The League grew quickly, having more than 400 branches within 4 years of its foundation. W.B. Yeats was an Irish poet and one of the foremost figures of the 20th century literature. A pillar of both Irish and British literary establishments, in his later years he served as a senator in Ireland for 2 terms and was a driving force behind the Irish literary revival. Omagh-born poet Alice Milligan came from a family of Methodist Unionists. Initially, she wrote poems and stories reflecting her Unionist Protestant background. But following learning to speak Irish, she became a Republican. Her complex identity represents a challenge to all ideas of us having just only one identity, whether it's nationalist or unionist, Republican or loyalist. We mustn't also forget that she was also a big feminist. George Segerson was an Irish physician, scientist, writer, politician, and poet. He was a leading light in the Irish literary revival, and Segerson was born near Strabane in County Tyrone. While a student, he taught himself Irish, and he was one of the founders of the Feis Coil and president of the National Literary Society from 1893 until his death. The Segerson Cup, the top division of third-level Gaelic football competition in Ireland, is named in his honour. And now for something completely different.
You!
Good evening and welcome to this crucial final match of the Home Rule Premier League season 1912 to 1914. It's been a long road to reach this point, and both sides have given it all, and tonight, winner takes all. Now, my co-commentator tonight is a former player for both teams, none other than the former Prime Minister of Great Britain and Ireland, William Gladstone. William.
Evening, Brian. We've got a great match in prospect here tonight. Could go either way. We just don't know which way it's going to go.
Well, before we kick off, we should run through the teams and their lineups. So tonight, playing from right to further right, are the Unionist team of 1912-1914. They are playing in their kit of red, white, and blue, and their captain is the inspirational leader, Edward Carson. Yes. Now, Edward Carson's a real leader. What do you think, William, makes him such a good leader on the pitch?
Well, Brian, it's his passion. You know, when things are going well, he'll be the first man to go up and give his teammate a pat on the back. But also, if things aren't going too well, he'll give him a kick up the backside. You know, if things aren't going too well, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that's just him.
Well, on his right tonight is his vice-captain, James Craig. Now, James Craig is a great organiser. He knows how to get the best out of his team. What he might have lost in pace these days, he makes up in hard work. Tough tackler, Brian?
He is a tough tackler. You're right. The ref might want to keep an eye on him tonight, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, if the ref might have his hands full with Craig, what do you think are his chances of being able to control Freddie Crawford up front?
Freddie Crawford. There's a man who's not afraid of a fight, you know. You know, we haven't seen much out of him recently. He kind of stays at the back, but when things get busy, he's there. He's right in the middle of it, you know. He's all about the arms and the backward play.
Well, that's excellent, Billy. You don't mind me calling you Billy, do you?
Well, my name's William, so don't.
Fair enough. So up against the Unionists this evening are the Nationalists. They're playing in their green shirts, white shorts, green socks. And their leader tonight is John Redmond. William, what do you think of Redmond?
Well, Brian, at the start, I wasn't sure about Redmond, you know. he used to call me names and all and put his fingers up behind my head and photos, you know. It's not funny, but yeah, no, he's warm to me, you know. At the start I didn't like him, but now I can see where he's going, and he's a good man on the team.
Well, on the left of Redmond is John Dillon. Some say he could take over from Redmond in the future. On his left is William O'Brien. Now, he's lost it in the last couple of years, but he still offers a potent threat. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for kickoff. The ref is blowing the whistle, and we're off. And there's Redmond with the ball, and he plays it out to O'Brien, who plays the ball out to the left wing to Dillon. Dillon runs down the left wing. He plays the ball into the middle. Redmond's coming through. And that's a fantastic tackle by Edward
That
Carson.
would have been a fantastic start for the Nationalists there, who've been seeking success in home rule since, let me check my notes here, 1866.
Oh, well, there we go. Now, Redmond's on the attack again, and they really have caught the Unionists sleeping. He's broken through, one-on-one with the keeper. He shoots, and that's a goal! 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 Goal!
Oh, what is it, mate? Is it a goal, is it? I think I got that! Calm yourself.
Well, that's half-time, folks. And we go into the break with the Nationals leading 1-0, having all the possession and all the attack. They'll be happy with how things are going, wouldn't you say so, Brian?
Yes, the Unionists, although haven't seen enough attacking force of them, they have had a good defence.
Well, there will be, no doubt, a few harsh words in the dressing room.
Oh, I'd say so.
Okay, so here we are at the start of the second half, and both sides have made changes to their lineups. The Unionists have brought on the Ulster Volunteer Force to shore up their defence, and the Nationalists have brought on the Irish Citizens' Army to add a little more threat up front. So there's the whistle, and Carson plays a nice little ball to Crawford in the middle, who searches out Freddie Crawford. Oh my goodness, if Crawford's going to shoot,
that's
he is.
gonna be another
He's
one
going
there
to
that
shoot.
can kill
He
him
takes
back.
the shot from 25 yards. Goal! Goal, 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 goal! Goal! Goal, 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 goal!
Right! It's a goal! It's football! It happens! Calm yourself! Yes, that's a goal from the Unionists there. Perfect timing.
Well, here we are approaching the end of the match, and it's stalemate, one apiece. And this could really have gone either way. The Nationals have been very good up front. The Unionists have put up a solid display. And it seems like we're going to be going to the final whistle and maybe even into extra time.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you. There seems to be someone on the pitch there.
You're absolutely right, William. Just hang on a sec.
He's interrupting the match.
I tell you, I'm hearing that the person who's interrupting the match, the person on the pitch who's interrupting this battle for home rule, is none other than the Great War. God, I tell you, the First World War. Well, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
That is unbelievable.
And the two teams are exchanging shots, and they're going off to follow the Great War. Well, unbelievable.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You. Home rule for Ireland was a debate that took place in the House of Commons in London whilst Ireland was still part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The idea was to give Ireland a certain amount of self-government or power to rule itself whilst remaining part of the British Empire. Home rule was opposed vehemently by the Unionists who wanted to maintain Ireland's position in the Union. The general election of 1910 made the British government dependent on support from the Irish Parliamentary Party. The price of that support was a Home Rule Bill. In 1912, a third Home Rule Bill was introduced and was due to become law in 1914. Opposed to this bill, the Protestant and Unionist population of Ulster signed on the 28th of September 1912 the Ulster Solemn League and Covenant in their hundreds of thousands. Those that signed pledged to oppose Home Rule by all means necessary, and both sides, the Unionists and the Nationalists, geared up for conflict. The Ulster Volunteer Force, or the UVF, was mobilised by the Unionists and the Irish Citizen Army for the Nationalists. They armed themselves, they readied themselves, and everybody thought there would actually be civil war. Then the First World War started. And within a short period of time, many of those who had been ready to fight each other here in Ireland fought side by side for the British Army in France, the Somme, and Flanders fields. And now for something completely different.
Sorry, sir.
Gentlemen, we are facing a very difficult decision.
Are we, sir?
Yes, tea or coffee, gentlemen?
By gosh, that is a very difficult decision because I like tea, but I'm quite tired, so I could really
That
use
is
some
not
coffee and-
the difficult decision, you fool.
Sorry, sir.
No, gentlemen, we face a much more difficult decision than that. We are facing a great war.
War?
Yes, war.
Why?
Why war? Well, because an Austrian was killed by a Serb in Bosnia, and that means war.
Sir,
Yes, Jackson?
what does an Austrian being killed by a Serbian in Bosnia have to do with us?
Well, that would be Russia.
Why?
Why Russia? Well, because Russia supports Serbia and Austria supports Bosnia and so on.
Sir, I support Arsenal, sir.
Shut up, Robert.
Yes, sir.
So, because an Austrian was killed by a Serbian in Bosnia, Austria might invade Serbia. And Russia might invade Austria.
Yes, exactly. Well done. Any questions?
Yes, sir. How does this involve Britain, sir?
Well, Robert, who would you say is your bestest chum in the whole world?
Well, that would be Jackson, sir. He's a spiffing fellow.
And what would you do if I was to stand up here and biff old Jackson on the nose?
Nobody biffs Jackson in the nose and gets away with it.
Thank you, old bean!
You're welcome. Yes,
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about here. If Russia attacks Austria, then Austria's best friend will come and support them. And who is Austria's best friend?
Not Jackson, sir?
No, Germany. Germany and Austria are best of friends.
Germany and Austria sitting in a tree. Kissin.
Enough! Sit down, Robert.
Yes, sir.
Now, if Russia
Very big, very big.
attacks Austria,
Small.
Germany
Yes.
will attack Russia.
Very big.
Now, if Germany attacks Russia,
Yes.
then Germany will leave its left side undefended, and so probably will have to attack France.
France?
Yes, France. Now, if Germany attacks France, then that would leave Belgium undefended, and as we are Belgium's best friends, we'll hop over there and give them our support.
So, you're telling us that we have to fight a war all because of this?
Yes.
But, sir, I might get killed.
Indeed you might, but it will all be for a very good cause. Now, the Great War, or the First World War, was the last great conflict of empire. How it began, or why it began, has been debated by historians ever since it started. But the devastation it caused, both home and abroad, is still remembered to this very day. The sacrifice of an entire generation should never be forgotten. The sacrifice of an Irish generation is something that still causes tension today. whether we should wear a poppy or not, whether we should commemorate Irishmen in British uniforms or not. These are issues that we face today. What is forgotten is perhaps to respect the bravery and courage of these men in a time of world crisis. If we were there in 1914, what would we have done? Would we have had the courage to go off and fight a war in the trenches? Who knows? Now for something completely different. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, an evil empire was seeking out the leaders of a determined but small rebellion. That search had brought the evil Darth Vader here to Ireland. Dum 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 da dum dum da dum. Dum 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 da dum dum da dum.
Master! Master, we have searched far and wide across the galaxy to find the leader of the rebels, and it has brought us here to Omagh, in the land of Ireland.
Good, good, my young apprentice. You have done well. Search out this rebel leader, and we can soon destroy them, and our empire can expand. Crush the rebellion, and we shall see the true power of the dark side of the Force.
Yes, Master. Sit. Do not waste my time. Are you the rebel leader?
Well, yes. Once upon a time. Conor Maguire's the name.
Once upon a time, what do you mean?
Well, I was one of the rebel leaders in 1641. We tried to get rid of the planters that come over to take our land.
I'm sensing you are not successful, would I be right?
No, we were crushed. And I was hung, drawn, and quartered.
Yes, I get the idea. You're not the rebel leader I'm looking for. Next. My sources tell me you are a rebel leader. Is this a fact?
Indeed it is. I'm Theobald Wolfstone, leader of a rebel alliance here in Ireland.
Good, good. I just want to double check you are a leader of a rebel alliance, yes?
That's right, I was the leader of the United Irishmen, and we were an alliance of rebels from the Protestant and Catholic community.
Good. Wait, you said you were?
Pardon?
You say you were a rebel leader?
Yes, that's right, of the United Irishmen.
Yes, so you said, but when?
Oh, 1798.
What happened?
Total disaster, and I was executed.
Yes, that's what I thought. You're not the rebel leader I'm looking for. Get out. Next. Right, sit. Let's make this quick. Are you the rebel leader?
Yes, Michael Collins is the name.
Were you successful?
I beg your pardon?
Did you succeed?
Sort of.
Sort of. Sort of? What do you mean sort of? You either did or you did not.
Well, the Empire wanted the northern part of the Ireland to stay part of the Empire, so I had to give up a little bit in the treaty.
Maybe you are the rebel leader I'm looking for.
I am not the rebel leader you are looking for.
What was that? What is this? Are you a fairy? No? Then sit.
Sorry, yeah, you're right, I suppose, yeah.
So did you live to tell the tale?
No, shot in my own county.
I'm noticing a theme here. You're not the rebel leader I'm looking for. Get out. I'm never gonna find the rebel leader. This place has more destruction than I've ever seen in any part of the galaxy. Master!
Dum 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 da dum dum da dum. Dum 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 da dum dum dum. So, throughout the last 400 years, Ireland has seen numerous rebellions. Rebellions that attempted to rid Ireland of British rule and influence. From the 1641 rebellion led by Conor Maguire of Enniskillen, to the United Irishmen rebellion of 1798, to the Easter Uprising of 1916, and the Anglo-Irish War between England and Ireland in 1919 to 1921. They have all shaped our history and future unimaginably. The last war of 1919 to 1921 led to the partition of Ireland and the creation of Northern Ireland, and reignited a sense of division between our two communities that has coursed through our shared history over the last 400 years. Only through understanding our shared histories and the customs and traditions of our two communities can we create a future where we can live together in respect and in peace. And now for our finale. Ready, gentlemen?
Yep.
Good. Excellent. And now you've had a glimpse at over 400 years of history, and some of it may now be clear and some of it a mystery. We hope that you enjoyed the little sketches that we did for you, but if you really didn't, then we don't really want to hear from you.
We hope that you enjoyed the little sketches that we did for you, but if you really didn't, then we don't really want to hear from you.
We have covered famine, flight of earls, and even the plantation, revolution and rebellion and Irish emigration. And all of this we did for you. We hope that you enjoyed it too. But if you really didn't, then we don't really want to hear from you.
And all of this we did for you. We hope that you enjoyed it too. But if you really didn't, then we don't really want to hear from you.
And now we have to end our show and say goodbye to all of you. Perhaps we'll meet again someday and sing another song for you. We'd like to say a big thank you to all of you and all of you, but if you didn't like us, then we don't really want to hear from you.
We'd like to say a big thank you to all of you and all of you. But if you didn't like us, then we don't really want to hear from you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. Bye-bye.